Hello, Krysten. Hello, darling. How are you? Hello
I'm
there.
good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for visiting with me.
I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh, I'm excited to talk to you too. Well, I hear you're expecting.
I am. We are
I know.
expecting a baby. I
Isn't that
can't wait.
exciting? Do you know if it's a boy or a girl yet?
We do. We just found out last night, and we're going to tell our parents tonight. So we're so excited.
Oh, good. Well, so it's going to be one of those gender reveal parties with mom and dad.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I brought something to show you.
Oh.
So I know you know everything, and I know you know that I wrote a new cookbook together for Christmas.
Yes.
But there's a lot of pictures of us in this book from when I was little, including this one. I know you remember.
Oh my goodness!
You remember that day, right?
Yes. Good heavens! Oh, I tell you, I take so many pictures with children over the years, but I do remember them when they show them to me, particularly.
Yes, of
It
course,
just
of
pops
course.
back in. That's the curse of being omnipresent.
Oh, how's everything at the North Pole? How's
Everything
Mrs. C? Are you getting all ready?
Everything is busy. It's busy. Mrs. Claus, she decided, in honor of you, she decided that she was going to make some of those tart cherry, lemon, and rosemary cookies.
Ooh, I love that. That's wonderful.
Yes.
I'm so honored. Oh,
she said that she was going to make them. I haven't had them yet, but I hear they're good. I hear they're very good.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so honored. I can't wait to leave you some cookies on Christmas night and some milk and all the treats. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm very excited. So tell me, how did you start? How did you start doing this? I know, and by the way, I know you're a big Disney fan.
We love Disney. We are excited to actually go to Disney World tomorrow night.
Oh, are you in Orlando now?
Not yet. We're leaving tomorrow to go visit Mickey and friends to have a baby moon there. And so we can see all the Christmas decorations and watch you go in the parade and everything. We're so excited.
Yes, it's going to be something else. They decorate that place to the teeth. They really do.
They do. I don't know how you keep up with everything and do it all, but you just do. And I know that it's just so fun for everybody to see.
Well, I have a lot of hardworking elves. Let's see if I can find one here. Hang on for just a moment. Yeah, there's Sparkles. That's one of my elves.
Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Hi,
Sparkles. What's he doing? Oh, good grief.
He's having hard.
A milk. Yes, he's having a milk and cookie break is what he's doing.
I love it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they can either work hard or hardly work.
That's true. And cookies help.
Cookies always help. Cookies always help.
They do.
You can't complain about cookies. Well, I'm excited to hear about how you started all this.
For my cookbook?
Yes.
Oh, you're cutting out, Santa. I think the connection's weird at the North Pole, or maybe it's here in California.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I started cooking over 10 years ago. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I started cooking over 10 years ago, and once I found out I had certain food allergies, I didn't want to miss out on all the holiday treats and all the family recipes, and so I had to relearn how to cook in the kitchen so that I could still eat my grandma's cookies or my aunt's casserole. So I figured out ways to make them healthy and safe for me to eat with food allergies so that I could join everybody in the fun for Christmas. So I make a gingerbread house. There's a gingerbread house right here.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
just everything that I can enjoy during the holidays.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, you've had to teach yourself basically over again.
Yes, I've had to relearn everything, and it's been so fun because I've been able to help other people going through the same things. I see lots of little kids that they get sad on the holidays that they can't have Christmas cookies, and then they whether they find my recipes or find safe products at the store, it's so fun to help those families find foods that cater to them and their kids so they can still enjoy the holidays.
Well, that's sort of like what happened with live Santa calls. With the pandemic and everything that happened, we had to find a way to reach out and meet with the children because parents weren't taking their children out.
Right.
So we had to come up with a way of actually reaching out to the children and giving them an opportunity to meet with Santa. And ours is a little bit different because what we do, and of course, I still have a lot of helpers out there. I still have a lot of people helping me. But when they meet with me, they get a good 10, 15-minute call. I ask them questions. We show them the elves. We show them the reindeer. We read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I find out if they've been good or bad, or naughty or nice. I find out a lot of interesting things about them. And that's worth its weight in gold because the kids don't believe that I know everything. And then, of course, when I find out that they've won a trophy or they're doing very well with swimming or stuff like that, their eyes get very, very wide.
Oh, I love that so much. I love that. I love that you're able to visit everyone, kids all over, no matter where they are, and you're in the North Pole, and the connection works. You've set it up so beautifully so that we can all still see you, even though we're not all going out everywhere like we used to before all this started. I just think it's so wonderful that you do this and make all the kids and big kids smile. I'm just so excited to talk to you.
Oh, I'm excited to talk to you too. That's why I send people to livesantacalls.com and give them the opportunity to have this visit. And that way they can avoid the lines at the malls. And sometimes it's a little bit of a problem because the kids, they get a little bit intimidated and they cry. And that nothing's a little bit more depressing than having the children cry. And so at least this time there's a little bit of distance between us and they can still see me and they still know I'm real and I'm right here talking to them. So that gives them the opportunity of having a visit with me without the torment, I think is the right word.
Definitely. Oh, that's so true, Santa. That's so lovely. And does Mrs. Claus do calls as well?
Yes, she does. She visits with us, and we have elves that visit with us. We have Mrs. Claus. I read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." There's so many things that we do to make it special because people have the opportunity of coming on and basically enjoying the holiday season safely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so lovely. That's so wonderful.
Tell me a little bit more about what you're working on right now besides the book. Are you working on any new recipes?
Yes, always working on new recipes, especially during the holidays. I can only fit so much in this cookbook, so there's always recipes that I'm finding of my grandmother's that I want to recreate that either didn't make the book, maybe it'll be in book number 2 after baby. But there's always fun recipes that I'm trying to create and see how I can make compliant so that I can eat them. So definitely, but the next project is going to be working on the nursery.
Oh yes, you've got your hands full.
Oh,
you're gonna have your hands full for the next few years.
Oh yes, definitely. But we're so excited. It's our first baby, and we can't wait till next year when we can bring our baby to meet you.
I'm excited about that too. Now, one of the things that I was most tickled by was you telling the princesses at Disney that you had a secret.
Yeah, it was so fun to hear their reactions, and we did tell some villains, and some of them. I mean, they're as nice as a villain can be, but yes, it was so fun to tell the princesses and get the reaction, especially Alice from Alice in Wonderland. She was so excited that we might have a tea party. She said that she wanted to invite herself. So I guess Alice is coming.
Yes, I enjoy going to Disney and seeing all the new things. And does your husband like the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, not as much as some do. We both just we love old Disney. We love Walt Disney and what he started and created. So we both do love Disney. The Star Wars rides have been a lot of fun. We're just not as big a Star Wars fans as some other
That's all right.
people.
That's all right.
Yeah, fun to visit. It's fun to visit.
It is a lot of fun. Now, is it snowing up there?
Not yet, but we did get a little snow at Disney, but it only happens weather permitted at Disneyland. So we'll see if we get a little snow over in Disney World this year.
Yes, it might be a little bit of a mind trick there, especially with the heat the way it is.
Yes, yes. Fingers crossed we get a little dusting during the fireworks this time.
Yes, and the fireworks are always lovely. I love flying over the kingdom, especially when they're shooting off the fireworks. Of course, I have to be very careful.
Very careful. I bet that's such a wonderful view too.
Well, I definitely. What is your website? I want to let friends know that.
Oh, thank you. My website is Krysten'sKitchen.com, and
with a Y, Krysten with a Y.
Krysten with a Y and an E, and there's all kinds of recipes, and there's Disney stuff and holiday stuff, and just everything about my journey on there too. So, and this is going to go on there too. I'm just so excited to talk to you.
Now, I have an interesting question that I just want this for my own knowledge. Now, tell me, how do you determine how to make taste-alike things? Like if you want to make things from Disney that are healthy and allergy-free, how do you go about doing that and making things taste the same?
Right. So, one of my favorite recipes that I recreated from Disney, they make during the holidays, they do a stuffing mac and cheese. So it's macaroni and cheese, and they do like stuffing breadcrumbs on top. And I had a little taste. So cause I figured I could, cause I can have a little bite without getting sick. So my husband loved it. So I had a little taste, and I thought I could recreate this with ingredients that I have at home. And so I found a safe macaroni and cheese mix. And I knew that would be a great base. And I used a gluten-free breadcrumb that would work. And then the stuffing flavors like sage, rosemary, and thyme, and a little sea salt. And so a lot of it is just over the years of my knowledge of basically trying everything on the planet that I can that's allergy friendly, and trying to figure out how to combine it to make and recreate new recipes.
Well, that is marvelous. That's a wonderful thing it's a wonderful talent to have too.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Now, when we're talking about children coming to visit me at Live Santa Claus, the big talent that I have is getting things out of them that they don't necessarily want to tell their parents. Like, parents seem to have a devil of a time finding out what the children want for Christmas. Sometimes they'll ask them, and the children they'll hem and they'll haw over it, and they'll take their time trying to tell the parents, and the parents, they need to know what the children want for Christmas. That way they can determine what's left up to Santa and what's left up to them.
Of course.
And so that's one of the interesting things about Live Santa Calls, is that they take a little bit of time with me, and I tell them everything that they need to know, and the parents are right there listening to it. And I basically ask them the right questions.
Right. Oh, I love that so much. And so now, how often are you available? Because I know you're so busy at the North Pole and making toys and managing elves and eating cookies with Mrs. Claus. So how does this work? Do you have availability before Christmas?
I have availability all the way up to Christmas Eve.
Wow.
I take the time, and again, it's livesantacalls.com. And what I do is I turn the factory over to Sparkles, the elf that you saw eating the cookies a few minutes ago. Okay. I turn the factory over to him, and I take time to talk to the kids and find out what they want. And
Okay.
sometimes, as I said, they can talk to Mrs. Claus, they can talk to me, and they can get a story and what have you. But I have a good period of time during the time all the way up to Christmas Eve. And then at Christmas Eve, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's
You're just so busy, Santa, but I just love that you make time for all the kids to be able to do these live Santa calls. I'm a big kid and I love you and I love Santa. Like I love everything that you and Mrs. Claus are doing with this. And I think it's so great that, to have this opportunity to talk to you, because I honestly had no idea when I was going to get to see Santa this year.
Well, you didn't know he was going to come directly to you, did you?
I had no idea. This is so amazing. It's so lovely. And like you said, I think it's so great for the kids who maybe are a little frightened to come in person and see
Yes.
you, or this is a great way to get little kids to be able to talk to you. So
now,
so
this is
wonderful.
also an interesting point to make, is that this is also a wonderful thing to do with children who are a little overwhelmed with sensory things. Well, I've had several children who are on the spectrum who I work with and who have the most marvelous time because I take my time and talk with them and get the information out of them.
I love that so much. That's so wonderful. This is just for so much. There's so many benefits to live Santa calls. So I just love this so much.
Well, I thank you very much, and I'm so glad you took this time to talk with me.
I'm so honored that you came to talk to me. I'm talking to you in the North Pole. This is so cool.
Well, listen, you have a wonderful time at Disney, and congratulations on the blessed event, and congratulations on telling your parents tonight. And I'm sure you'll be doing a big reveal on your blog.
Yes, it'll all be posted, and I'll make sure to send you the information. I know you have all the lists and check everything twice, and I will leave some cookies and milk for you on Christmas.
Well, thank you, my darling. I appreciate it very much. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy, happy New Year.
Thank you, Santa. Merry Christmas. I love you.
Santa loves you. Bye-bye, darling.